last part of my spinny fuss. Whew, we finally have some time to unwind. Holy damn, guys, it got really, really close. Also close. What the hell, 9? What was that supposed to do? Were you actually planning to hit me with that? Well, at the very least, this is a very convincing way to tell friends about our current situation, right? Also, it seems like we might be ending up joining Owl after all of this, considering that we are kinda treated like a weapon. Yeah. And the situation around 23 and Lawrence also seem to be a little bit on edge. 23 is worried about 9. Lawrence is just hanging on for dear life with all sorts of trust issues. I'm not even sure if the bubble tea is going to fix this. Probably not. And holy damn, I need to go to Woody. He's been waiting for a very long time now. And that is where I left you guys off. It's unfair. I must do something to settle the score. I must make someone pay. And this is exactly why Sitsu is worried about you. Right. She said something similar to that too. But I am who I am. Having survived it, I felt the rage, the fear. Whoever caused it, it must pay. This is what I call justice, what I pursue with 9 and 23. Using justice as a driving force, huh? Can't really relate to that. Oh, and I told you that I wanted to join Owl, didn't I? Yeah, you did. And dead serious about that, I want to be just like 9. Said something about power and doing the right thing, right? Ah, it feels pretentious, hearing it from you, right? See, actually blushing now. But that's right. These days, it takes power to wrestle against those with power. 9 is a living example of that. Remember what 23 said about 9 beating the adversary test? That is the power that I'm talking about. I've seen how 9 handles dilemmas multiple times. For example, once Owl told them to handle terrorists who were about to disclose classified information to the public. Owl's instructions was to blow up the building that they were in, sacrificing all of the civilians. 9 found a way to cut out the building's network connection for about 5 minutes. Within those 5 minutes, she rushed in, neutralized all the terrorists over 30, one by one. How? On her own? Was that one of the tests? Now that I think about it, most likely it was. Anyways, my point is, I've never seen her hesitate or waver before. She analyzes the situation and takes straight actions. I want to be like her. With that kind of ability and willpower, I will be able to do anything. Is this to complain about? Unrealistic optimism. Huh. I know that I'm far from that goal, but I'm working on it. This is pretty much the same as Sue, the rector. If you start idolizing her too much, you will just be disappointed in the end of it all. And besides, she's just like Jason. Genetically enhanced. There are some limits that you will never be able to reach. Right? Her power is unreachable for you, Lawrence. But, wish you luck. Maybe you can come close to it, with gadgets. Yes, sir. Oh, my ears! Okay, you must be wondering. About what? That I'm boring you out with that long story. No, that wasn't boring. It was really interesting to hear about. Thank you for sharing. Hey, well, you're a great listener. But there's a purpose in telling you my story, though. Because we're buddies now, Jason. You should know more about me as well. And I would like to know more about you too. Find me anytime when you want to share something, alright? Oh. Well, thank you, Lawrence. Aw, you don't need to. Let's be really good friends going forward, alright? Going forward. And considering that I might have to join Owl later, and he wants to join Owl as well, yeah, at the very least, having him around would be certainly beneficial for Jason. Owens is a good guy. They could keep each other safe. Yeah! Okay, now he's a bit overdramatic. Maybe I have some doubts now. Finally, I can talk about it with someone! And I've been waiting for this day like forever! Couldn't talk to 9 or 23 about it. They liked me well enough, but I couldn't just see them as a simple friend. I know you wouldn't believe it, but I do feel lonely sometimes. Luckily, now I have you. You're like an older brother, you know? Well, I would appreciate your friendship too. Yeah. Aw, what's that diplomatical talk now? Okay, I guess it's getting late. About time for me to hit the hay. Yeah, that's true. See you tomorrow, Jason. See you tomorrow. Now then, everyone has a dark past, even the most optimistic boy. Human test subject. Is it the same as us? Maybe that would explain how he was able to wake up from his coma. Right? Friend nearly got killed. Bad shit's been happening left and right all the time. I just don't see them until they hit me right in the face. The world is moving on, ever so slowly, without me knowing. But my priority remains unchanged. Defend my life and the people that I care about. Then that's it. Okay, it's getting cold. I guess it's better to get going though. I have another appointment. One more talk with the other MBUs. And Ivan. Now then. Hello, my kind. So, where's Ivan? He will be here soon. He looks really gloomy. That's true. But then again, it's kind of like his normal style. Has he been eating properly though? So, what do you expect from him? Anything that we can learn about the source. Ideally, we find its location at least. Before we start, allow me to remind you. Ivan Singh won't be very nice to us at all. Yeah, he was possessed by us after all, right? Yes, do not let him know that you possessed him before. And he's here. Alright then. Oh wait, I've seen you before. Oh, fuck me. He stares at me as if I'm some kind of alien. You're one of them too now, huh? Yes. It's one hell of a surprise, huh? Shall we start? Wait. Is he staring hard at Woody, Chen, and I? You're using possessed bodies? You're correct, although it's not really by our choice right now. I know that you want to shed these bodies and get back to wherever you belong to. But give me one reason why I should help things like you. Well, you're in urgent need for informations, and I promise to provide what you need. And in case you don't trust me, I consider this my down payment. Oh. Yasmin Song. Yasmin? Who's that? What? What are you guys talking about? Mr. Singh and I had a deal. He will tell me what happened at the source. In return, I will tell him about members of his team possessed by MBU. It's since when? I'm not sure. An informated guess? Less than 1 week ago. 1 week, huh? So how do you know? This is not... How can I trust you if I don't know how this informational guess is made? This is not part of the deal, Mr. Singh. Can tell it all. She's my... Humans identify each other by visual and audio features. Subtle changes of personality in a gray area. It's only natural that you fail to notice this. You don't see yourself as a human then, huh? Not really. Unfortunately, I do not know whether your statement is correct or not. But that is precisely what this meeting is about. I need knowledge from you, and I must do something about it. Mr. Singh, can't let this mean... I strongly advise against taking any sort of actions, Mr. Singh. And who are you trying to advise me here? For your own interest, do not let Jasmine's son suspect that you know about this. Am I supposed to treat that thing as one of our own? Yes. That thing has complete control over your comrades. It has million ways of hurting the body before you can even get close to intervening. If she has recently been behaving in an acceptable way, that means that this kin of mine prefers to continue the life of a host. Feigning ignorance is the most practical solution. Easy for you to say. You're only trying to protect your kin after all. And in that process, protecting your comrades as well. Good. Okay, you want a story? I give you a story. But as I said, this story doesn't mean a thing to your purpose. Please do go on. Let's not start from the beginning. That would be just a waste of time. Anyways, I somehow rumbled your master the wrong way. Before I knew it, I was caught and thrown into a stage hospital room of sorts. Then one of your kin has possessed me. It forced me to get information out of my own man. It even made me... Made you? I rather not tell. Mr. Singh, please honor our deal. I said I'm not telling! Understand. Please continue. After that, there was this creepy figure. It killed everyone there. It didn't make any sort of sense. It didn't make sense. Like, he held two people up without touching them and crushing them in the middle of the air. Then I passed out. When I came around, I was in the same room. I thought I must get the hell out of there, so I left the room and found myself in this dense fog. Can't see a thing except for the occasional strange machine lighting up. The fog was probably laced with something. In just a few seconds, I started to feel really dizzy. So I plucked the ventilator from the dead body nearby and put it on. That is when I figured out that I was abducted by freaking aliens! Those bodies, your masters, they weren't humans at all. Oh. I tried to find a way out, or any living person, but nope. Blood was everywhere. I went on and on, but nothing but fog. Just when I thought I was going to die here, I heard a low humming sound. Following the sound, I found a gigantic steel gate. The gate is connected to a heap of machines that I've never seen before. That was the source of the humming. Could you tell me what those machines are for? Did you see any labels or instructions on them? I'm not a genius scientist, alright? As to the labs, there were some. I didn't really pay attention to them, but... Summa Finalis. That was the only label that I can remember. Summa Finalis. I have no idea what the hell that means, but... Please continue. The gate opened as I approached. Outside was an open field. I rushed out before it closed again. Then I found myself at a deserted service road, somewhere on Yangming Mountain, because I could see Power Station 4 far away. I took a breath and turned back, and then there was nothing. Nothing? Yep, one big open field. And that was the tallest thing around. Wait, so the whole thing just disappeared? Where's the gate then? You just went through a giant gate, didn't you? You should at least see the gate itself, if not the structure that it was attached to. Can you describe it? You're not listening. There was no structure. No structure? That's absolutely impossible. See? The story doesn't make any sense. Don't say that I didn't warn you though. Kind of like a fairy tale. Do you have the precise location? Well, I could send you the coordinates, but don't expect to find anything from it. I went back to double check it myself. Nothing. No gate, no structure, nothing. Oh. And what did you do next? What else? Had to find my way back to the human civilization after all. I ran into a power line service truck. A young man was working on the cables. He gave me a lift back to Van Bai. See. Now it's question time. Don't count on me for answers though. I'm as clueless as you are. Could this somehow be related to vision? I don't want to go to Albert Theis just yet. That is my final question. I will ask this question, but last. Could it be related to vision? 200% positive that it is not. I've done business with vision before. Countless times actually. Mostly under the table. I know perfectly well what they can do. That facility is beyond the big corporation. And all of their secret labs. You heard the story. Do you believe Vision is capable of that shit? And who else could it be? I know people these days are used to the idea of secret tech. Believe me, what I saw belongs to some sort of science fiction. I don't know if the terms common sense mean the same thing to whatever you are as to us humans. Haven't you realized your own existence is against any sort of common sense? Intangible minds that possess people. Doesn't even sound remotely realistic. That's a good point. Anyways, these people have technology that are far beyond any corporations. And maybe they are all just aliens after all. Then, do you trust your own memories? I suggest that I bumped my head and dreamed all of this. I mean, could somebody maybe tamper with your memories? That seems to be a regular thing in this type of world. How am I supposed to tell if someone did fuck around with my mind? Didn't you inhale some sort of fog? Right. And it made you dizzy. And I have no idea what it was as well. There's one thing that I can guarantee though. Every word that I told you is true. You can doubt the state of my mind, but it's all up to you. Then, what did you do to Albert? I know that I wasn't supposed to say this. But I have to know. You shouldn't know about Albert. I haven't told anybody about this. Unless one of you is the one who possessed me. Was it you? Yes. You choose to defy their orders. Albert would have been dead if it wasn't for you. So I owe you one. Don't you hate me though? I was forced to hurt him with my own hands. No. You tried your best, and I can tell that. Or at least, I believed so. Keep that in mind. As to what I did to Albert, the whole process, I was carrying him. I can't really leave him behind there alone, can I? That's true. Alright. I'm out of questions. Yeah. Hey, don't you have anything to say now? What's up? I'm thinking about this creepy figure that obliterated everyone at the source. Who is it? Is it part of the source itself? Well, it was wearing the same protective suit as the others. But under the suit, it must be something else. What was their motive? What does this figure even want? It had to be one of these cases. One To kill everyone in the source of yours. 2. To do something else that those people happen to be in his way. Something else. For example, liberating us? Beats me? I mean, it kinda seems like. He gave me an out. He told me to make my own choices. It sounds like liberation. The result is the same though. Your source is no more. Now we are free. Well, in stolen bodies. True. And for this reason, we must locate our own body ASAP. That would be our only true freedom. In that sense, we have a shared goal, right? To save Yasmin, I must solve your problem first. Let's keep sharing what we managed to learn, if you don't have any objection to that. I don't. So, is that it for today? We have exhausted our informations. Agreed. Going forward, I will try to find out more about the source. You will receive updates when there is any. This will take a while though, so do not expect anything soon. Alright. I guess I need a cigar now. Feel free to stay here before I close my shop. There he goes. Well, Woody, that didn't give us many leads. Kin. There's one thing that I didn't tell him. About the figure that has destroyed the source. Yes? You were possessing Ivan Tseng back then. You must have witnessed the whole process as well. Do you understand what it means? I could tell you more about it, huh? Yes. No. It means you are transferred to Jason Dye after the source was destroyed. All of our kin, myself included, were dispatched before it happened. With the source gone, we were trapped in our current bodies. Do you see the problem here? Theoretically, no one should be able to send you into Jason Dye's body. So how? Except of that mysterious figure, that is. Now thinking again about what Ivan Tseng just said, I have a feeling that you are its purpose. It wiped out the source to send you out and make sure that no one comes after you. The freedom to the rest of our kin is only a byproduct. So all this trouble is just for me? But this is only a theory. I've got to say, right now it looks scarily plausible. But what could it want? Well, let's take the rest with a big pinch of salt. It's a bit of my own imagination at work. I think it wants to observe you. Observe? The evidence being that it has taken no action whatsoever yet. No contact, no interference, except that one time when it put me back. It even eliminated all possible interferences from the source. It could be hiding somewhere, watching you at all times. Of course, could be wrong. I just feel that maybe you could use this information. As to how to act on it, it's all up to you. I see. Yeah. Great. I have a extra-dimensional stalker who wouldn't lift a finger to help me out, except when I actually phase out of this body. It's the only time when he would interfere. Other than that, he's just watching us very carefully. God. And I also have noticed something. Over time, you seem to be developing more initiative. Once we were mindless puppets, but now we're starting to want our own things. Everyone's wants is unique, but something in common. What we all want is make a difference in the stolen time. Which difference? To people around us, to the world in general, as if we're trying to convince or rather prove something. Prove our own existence. If you're in the middle of something, do it with all of your heart, but you still can. We don't know if this freedom will last forever after all. It's true. Now, we shall part ways. Go back to your own life and forget about this. Seize the day and farewell. Farewell, my kin. He left me with an understanding smile. What we are, some question, will never be definitely answered. Wait, he's still standing there. Can I talk to you? No, but it seems like he was listening in a little bit. Well, good to see that he saw that I was trying my best. And that both of them managed to get out of this situation. That could have ended up horribly for them. I could have crushed his spirit. Maybe without Albert, he would have never tried to go back home. Maybe he lost all of his will to survive. And now that he knows that another one of his crew is infected, he has more than enough reasons to help us out, right? Oh man, things are getting complicated. And hi, Lawrence. Hey, Jason. Wait, why are you still out here? Oh, you know, I wait for some cigars. Let's go up. Sure. But I need to go to bed really quickly. I literally have to have a conversation with other Chase. 9? Hey guys! Hey 9. I walked friends back to her place. She's healing up nicely. She should be able to walk in a couple of days. Oh, thank you. Don't mention it. Now, good night then. Good night. Good night! Tch, we have still neighbors here! Oh, right. Seriously though, I need to talk to my other Jason really quickly. Did something change around here I've noticed? Don't really see anything. No, everything else is the same. I can check the bottle and everything else is the same as well. Oh, her legs! The bandages! Are you really alright, friends? Welcome back. So, how are you feeling? I guess not so bad. Okay, something is definitely bugging her. There's something on your mind? With so many things going on, I have a ton on my mind. I've given it more thoughts. What we talked about before you went to the farm. Friend doesn't want me to participate in the missions. Then you were almost killed there. But I can't pull out now. If we still can find any evidence tomorrow, the situation will only going to get worse from here. Yeah, definitely. Right? The way that I see it, Miss Setsu brought up your conditions to remind you of two things. First, Al will be after you. Second, she will send you on a more dangerous mission. Yeah, all of that makes sense. Jay, I know that we have gone too far to pull out now. I want you to watch out for yourself, because I don't think they will try very hard to protect you from now on. So you don't trust them? Correct. I'm sure that Miss Setsu and the rest of them are good people, but they may not be as reliable as they seem, especially with the fact that there might be a mole. I won't trust Lawrence too much, but Setsu? You think they are not capable? Yeah, do you think they're not capable? I'm talking about their heart here. Oh. I guess I know what you're getting at. Yeah. She doesn't believe it. Miss Setsu is an excellent special agent, but she lacks something that makes us humans. I mean... emotions? She has emotions. Complacency? Sense of humor? She has humor. She's trying to avoid having any sort of weak spots, huh? Yeah, more or less. She is detached, approaching everything from miles away, as if it's someone else's problem at all time. She may hurt people around her without being aware of it as well. Yeah. Because of the distance, she couldn't even see the difference. Yes. She seemed surprised to hear you say that. You've grown more perceptive lately, Jay. And as you said, she doesn't seem to have any sort of weak spots at all. That makes her inhuman. She becomes a legend, an idol, but she's not relatable at all. In her eyes, the world is one after another issue to be tackled. What she sees as mere issues could be a meaning of life and death to others. That's true. She believes that we can all see the world as she does. If not, her hearty talk should do the job. And I wouldn't really say that she's not that naive. Yeah, she knows that most of those messages are not going to come across. I know that she's not naive. I guess she just doesn't know her partners very well. Doesn't know them well. She expects too much out of them. They're only humans after all. Make it sound like she's not a human. And if you say that, it would mean Jason as well. In a sense, she's more of a machine than a human. I once said something like that too. Honestly, I don't know how it could affect us yet, but the foundation of a team isn't as solid as it seems. I care about it so much because I was in a similar position once, and I thought as long as I keep everything in perfect order, my team will just agree and follow suit. It turns out most of them only felt stressed out instead. She's talking about a job. She has thought a lot in such a short time. Maybe it's just me. With so many things happening lately, I'm all strung up. Especially today, all I could do was wait. Yeah. Guess you had a long day, huh? Worrying about all of us. Me? Long day? But I did nothing other than sitting around. You were doing all the tough shop today. You did great though. If it was me, I couldn't have infiltrated the farm so smoothly. And I really wouldn't call it so smoothly. Right, bumps here and there. I learned a lot from Miss Sitsu about the lines of work. Nothing of practical value though. Phew. And we should talk about your body as well. Yeah. About the enhancements, huh? Yes. I wouldn't believe it if it was not for Miss Sitsu. And that reminds me of those dreams that you talked about. Which dreams? Did you forget? For a while, you kept saying that you had these lucid dreams. Maybe those are not dreams at all. Could it be memories from my possessions? Yeah. Let's just give it a rest for now. We have more than enough to juggle right now, right? Wait until this vision business is over, right? Yeah. I was kind of relieved when Miss Sitsu revealed your body's condition though. Now at least I know that you can handle a fight. Hey, speaking of fight, I've never seen you get hurt before. And you hardly ever get sick as well. Wow. Huh, must be nice being you, huh? Oh. What have we done to deserve all of this though? I don't know. But we can handle it, as long as we're together, right? Yeah. Well said, Mr. Dai. Oh, yeah. Hey, Jay. Huh? What? Why is she staring at me like that? You are a good man. After everything, I'm freaking out, really. Seeing how calm you are makes me at ease. I guess your poker face has some upsides too, huh? We will get through this together. Yes. Never doubt that, alright? Yes. Alright then, it's time to sleep. 23 said that my body needs plenty of rest to heal. Alright then, good night. Love you! Love you too. But I first need a shower. Yes. After all that running and fighting, I need a shower. I need a shower. Oh my god. Jason! Jason, we need to have a talk here. Hey, Paul! Wait, I thought I was in the bathroom there. What happened? Did I pass out? I don't know what happened, but my body is now sound asleep. Oh, well, I guess that's neat. Yeah. So, you choose ops, huh? Yeah, I thought you would like ops more. So many things happened today. That's what you care about? Yeah, it's fine. I just like the ops a little bit more for my own personal reasons. I hope you like it as well. I'm sorry if you don't. Maybe you can still transfer. I mean, Katie's transferring from screening. If it doesn't, you can work on both sides wanted you. There is chance for movements, right? I have prepared the stage, the bridges. Everyone is under one umbrella. If you don't like it, you can change it, but there's a high chance that you might be forced to join Owl instead. Anyways, if I were you, I would probably choose the same. So thanks. For what? For making choices from my perspective. Now, about today's operation. Honestly, I wouldn't trust Sitsu too much. If I said that she's reliable, I'll have to take it back. Today was one giant mess. Lawrence was occupied, so she sent you to infiltrate ops instead. For the record, you did agree to help, right? Yes, and we won. I know what I signed up for. The problem is how chaotic the whole thing became, if you could call that a plan at all. It's true. And you did what they asked, just like that? I mean, what else could I do? Did you expect me to say no after you agreed? Kinda did. How could I have known that? You're dead against it. I thought working together was your interest. I thought you wanted to find the real mastermind. Without their help, that would become impossible. And besides, the cellar was under maintenance. It was a great opportunity. I thought you wanted this to be over with as soon as possible. By helping with them, we can achieve the goal sooner. I just acted in the best of your own interest. You wanted this, and you do appreciate that. So do you see my point? Alright. I understand that you didn't have a better choice under such circumstances though. But still... one way or another, Sito and her gang did lie to us. That is true. The whole operation is conducted without Owl's approval as well, which is super sketchy. True. In other words, this whole thing has become illegal. I don't see illegal operations as a big deal. They intend to talk us into this. But they did agree to take responsibility. God, too much text for that short window of time. So they say at least. If Owl is really serious about this, Fran and I won't walk away untouched. That is true. But be realistic, you're against Vision. No one is going to leave untouched. Everyone is going to get dragged into this. Maybe the case, but they conceal the truth for their own interest, and we are paying for this right now. They help Fran in the process. They're still trying to help us. They're still trying to help us with the best of their abilities, right? And you're aware of that as well. So isn't this something like a win-win partnership right now? We're both using each other? That was exactly what you wanted, Jason. Don't show doubts now. Not after we finally got some very important data. Who knows? Maybe after tomorrow we already have everything that we need to bust them open, to expose them to the public, and and destroy the whole fish capacity and building an HQ and stuff. Wouldn't that be great? Well, I guess that kinda depends on the outcome. If they screw up for not having Out's blessing though, then we have a lose-lose partnership here. I do believe that they are fighting Vision or even Owl for a legitimate cause though. And I do believe that they're trying to do good and uphold justice. But I don't want to be one of them do-gooders and rub Vision the wrong way. Yeah, didn't Friend already do that a bunch of times by now? Yeah? And we know that they're targeting Vision from the very beginning, right? Exactly. Right. Although I thought they were backed by somebody at least. To find out that they're on their own is kind of shocking to say the least. We don't really know if they really care about Fred and I. Probably not. But as long as we're helpful, they will try their best to help us. And I know for a fact that Lawrence will probably try his best to save us at all times. So Lawrence is on our side. The others? But Lawrence? For sure. Man, I hate seeing the situation clearly and not being able to do anything about it. So what do you say? Shall we continue to trust in her? For now, yes. Right. You've been on their side all along. For now, Chase. I haven't really seen a reason for them to not trust him yet. They're still protecting Fran. There might be a mole, but there's still a chance that this can be corrected. Don't you think they're just using us though? Oh, they're definitely using us. But do we have a choice here? Shut down our brain and go with the flow, huh? Pretty much. I was trying to say whatever we think, it wouldn't change a thing. Yeah, right now, we can't really change anything. We could try to fight against them, but then we would be out of the loop, and if something happens to them and that whole thing goes up in flame, we couldn't really help them either, and it would be counterproductive for all of us. So yeah, for now we have to go with the flow. That's... Never mind. I don't want to agree with you, but I guess you're right. Friends seem to trust him though. She's worried about their internal dynamic though. I'm not worried too much about that at least. So what about you? But Fran is right. If the Foundation already shows issues, it's not gonna last that long. Also, Owens isn't very reliable. She just kinda heartless. Yeah, the heartless aspect of hers could get in the way. I believe in Lawrence. Romance? Would romance become an issue? I mean, it could become an issue. She was trying to keep Sitz out of the loop. Maybe 23 is the mole. By getting us busted, the whole thing gets a place and 9 would be safe. That could be a thing. I don't like the idea, but there's a chance for that. Maybe that could cause an issue. And the reason being... You shouldn't mix personal feelings into any sort of operation, right? Yes. Oh, speaking of Lawrence, you had quite a talk with him, right? Yeah. And you don't find him agreeable? As before, I don't want you to be too involved when it comes to the time to pick sides. Pick sides? I mean, making friends with Lawrence is generally okay, but do keep in mind to keep your distance. If this team of theirs implodes someday, don't stand right next to it, alright? True. Honestly, I don't think Cetus should have had him on the team. And why are you talking about this all of a sudden like this? Forthright, impulsive, idolizing what seems good, turning a blind eye on the ugly side of things, and, you know, his whole world tumbles down when he sees the idol's feet of clay. By that I mean, he's trying too hard to impress Zetsu. Why do you mind it that much? I mean, it doesn't really interfere with the mission in general. And he has his own reasons to do his things, right? Just the way that you did before. Ah, because I'm used to dealing with people like that. And if they ask me to do risky stuff again, just say yes. Will you do that? But I thought you didn't like risky stuff. I've changed my mind. If risky stuff is inevitable, I might as well take the initiative. Get it over with faster, and find out what we're really dealing with while I'm at it. I have a feeling that Zetsu will lie to us again. Come to think of it, even if Zetsu is 100% trustworthy, our body is still a problem. Owl will still hunt us down. Looks like our only way out of this is to join Owl. Would you want that, Jason? I was naive enough to believe that, at least. If we bust Shenya, we could call it a day. Then Shinsu happen, followed by Owl, genetic engineering, the Flopco itself. We are not dealing with one person or event anymore. This is a whole interconnection, holistic mess by this point. And you seriously need a break, dude. Rich? No, I don't. What Fred and I have seen is only a tiny part of this mess. This is a gigantic conspiracy that has been going on for who knows how long. Sita is not the first to discover this either. She's just the first to stand up against it and do something about it. I don't know that. Oh no. So are you saying now that she's a good person? Can't really say if she's good or bad yet, but she does do something at least. And she got some balls for sure. Wherever would we be if she never showed up in the first place? Fran would be dead, and I couldn't have done anything about it. I couldn't even know what would happen, or rather what was happening. But weren't you judgmental before? Yes. I don't like her for what happened today. The fact is, she did help Fran and me, and I can't really deny that. True. These days, I'm starting to see the true face of reality. The reality is that I never had any control over my own life, not even once. Genetically enhanced during birth, hunted down my vision, cooperating with Zetsu. I didn't have a choice in any of that. The most ironic part is, I don't even have to get control over my own body right now. Because of you. I'm sorry. I know that I'm not the kind who takes initiative in things. All I ever wanted is to be left alone, away from the world and other people's problems. See nothing, hear nothing, do nothing. No matter how hard I try, they just won't leave me be. For every inch that I give, they want 2 more. Now, I've made up my mind. Fran was right all along. I can't sit around and just do nothing. Get my shit together. Get a grip. Take your actions. Anything. Don't just wait for things to just happen. So, what's your plan then? I have none. Great. The bottom line is, now I know that I must have an actionable plan. Although I don't really agree with Zetsu yet. She was talking about lofty ideas. In a sense, she was kind of like Fran. They are both idealistic in that. They want to change the world, serve the greater good, but I don't care much about that. And as I said, protect Fran, protect the way of life that we have. That is all that I really ask for. I want to take back what is rightfully mine. Starting from my body, of course. That sounds like a good start. Yes. I'm sorry, Jason. I would like to give you the lead, the control more often, but that's not really possible. I can't give you that. And if I don't interact, you can't even speak. So, what's on your mind? I'm sorry. I didn't realize until you pointed it out. I've been complaining all the time about this and that, and about you. You could have royally fucked up my life if you wanted to. But so far, you've been working hard to keep things going for me. And in that case, I shouldn't apologize. I owe you a thank you instead. So, thank you. I just did what I wanted. Nah, don't mention it. Oh yeah. We must also talk about Woody Shen too. Don't you agree? Yeah. But it wasn't Woody Chen. He was also an MBU. You're right. So, if what he says is true, our problem won't have an immediate solution. Finding the source, whatever it is, it couldn't be easy. True. Damn. I'm sorry. I don't know how long this whole thing is gonna last. No, it's not your fault. Although, what this kin of yours said about the figure that killed the creators, what do you make of that? Observing you, is that really what it wants? I don't know enough to tell yet. I mean, it never really interacted with us, right? Not even once. During any of those days. Yeah. You met it in person, right? Did it attempt to communicate? Well, it did say something. Like what? I must prove my mind. It said that this is my and someone else's blah blah blah. Wait, yeah. He spoke to me and someone else's. I don't know. It started with, I think it was talking about you and me. Oops. I don't know, guy, but it was cryptic. He was talking about you too, I think. For both of us. He saw both of us. But I feel that it didn't mean any sort of harm, did it? Probably? Hey, I've been wanting to ask you this for a long time. Do you want me to go looking for you? Wait, huh? Based on what we know, to separate us, finding the source is a must, right? There's a very real possibility that you will be gone afterwards. Wouldn't you agree? True. Yeah. Yeah, that's absolutely sure. Once we find the source, I'll probably have to leave this body. Yes. Well, I'm just thinking, but suppose that you're gone. Would you like me to go look for you? To find out what you are and maybe set you free? You would do that? Why would you want to do that? Well, as I said, you could have royally fucked up my life, but you choose not to. So I owe you that much. I can't really promise any specific results, or that I'll take risks where my life is involved, but with a reasonable range, I will try my best. So what do you say? Huh. I guess that would be great. Especially if I had a chance to meet up with you guys again. I mean, my MBU barely knows any sort of people. So, sure, that would be great. Then we have a deal then. Once you're out of my body, I will go look for you. Alright? Yeah. Yeah. Huh? Are we out of time again? Seems so. I guess the body's about to wake up again. Well, see you next time. Wait! Don't let friend know that I'm currently possessed. Why? She must be scared, knowing that I can still be possessed. I don't want her to worry about that. Alright. I'll leave the rest to you. You can count on me. Like always, pal! Like always! And with that, Chapter 3 has been completed. And just like last week, with a headache, I'm going to make a cut. I've recorded the entire day today. I think I need a break now. We both need a break. I hope you guys had fun in today's part, and I see you in the next one, once we are going to go over the data that we just stole, and probably have a nice little conversation with a friend who's currently sitting right here. Aww. Until next time, bye bye!